Hey guys, I want to take a quick minute to promote everyone to turn up to Your Private Bar in West Des Moines tomorrow. Lolo Savage, Damn Good Life Entertainment, Starboss Productions, and many more players work behind the scenes to make this a fun way to check out what's going on in the Iowa music scene, as well as surrounding areas. Tickets are $10 a pop at the door. Again, go get a few drinks, go support these guys for a hell of a time. Trying to find your next spot for a show or event? Look no further, because Starbox Productions is here to help. If you're looking for a solid team of people to get you started with your next performance or event, this is the company to contact. They're always busy and in motion behind the scenes in the Midwest, and always have plenty of shows lined up. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Starbox Productions Facebook page for all of your needs today. Hey guys, I say this every week, you probably don't even need me to read this off, because you're so familiar with Guerrilla Graphics Design Agency, who can provide you top-tier effects and production value. They have everything you can ask for, including professional equipment and a stellar end product from top to bottom. I say they, but really I mean we, because I'm actually also a part of this company. I lead editing, doing a lot of stuff for them. So head over to GuerrillaGraphics.com for all of your design needs today. That's GUERRILLAGRFX.com. What's up, everybody? This is McAllister's Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Cole McAllister. We're joined today, episode 150, actually. I forgot to mention that. A milestone here in the podcast. KN Dot. How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm just grinding, man, every day, man. I'm just trying to get it how it is, man. Really.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You know, I saw you first you were playing at the Hip Hop Showcase, headlining along with Young Honey, who we've had on the show before. Let me ask you that first. Like, how long have you been performing and like doing all this?
I ain't gonna lie. Lauren is the first person who put me on there. Like, when was it? It was last year. I say he put me on stage in the summer. Yeah. It was like in the summer, put me on stage, and well, it was actually, cause crazy enough, it was like through like my shorty, you know what I'm saying? Cause that relationship, she, you know what I'm saying, played my music, and then he ended up liking it, put me on stage, and literally it just started from there. Like I just been really just recording, so I ain't really have a, you know what I'm saying, that outwards presence to people.
Yeah. You know, I'm sorry. That is the one stereotype about rappers that is just 100% true. Like, y'all sleep with each other's bitches.
Oh, yeah. A lot of rappers do. I don't. I got my own little piece, but a lot of rappers do. A lot of rappers do be. They be mad about the dumbest shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah. I even got that in my song. Like, I do. I be like, we in the hood, you know what I'm saying? We don't see rainbows where niggas fuck on the same hoes. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real with your main bros. Like, come on, bro. Like, but, I don't know. Everybody's just weird. Really weird, yeah. So, I mean, it's facts, though. That's I can't argue that. Can't argue that.
Rapper 101.
No,
Cal Stroud.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He got you. He got him.
How long you been doing this?
Rapping?
Yeah.
For about, well, I say I've been working on my craft for about 2 years. Cause I wouldn't say I've been officially like doing something. I've been working on it, but it hasn't had like any like real like drive from it. It was just been all like me just teaching myself like how to rap, you know what I'm saying, how to flow on the mic, you know, my adjustments with my vocal cords and everything. Okay. And also learning how to, you know, mix and master and stuff like that. So so really I guess like we can say like it's been getting serious since I like actually did my first video, and that's because like.
And how long ago was that?
That was actually this year.
Okay. Yeah. So fairly new in the game.
Yeah, sure. And like I know people would be like, "Oh, well, he been recording," and like I mean, I dropped a few stuff, but like those really don't have any like I feel like once somebody like start putting money behind it for real, and like actually like, you know what I'm saying, making it into a business, that's when they start doing it for real. Cause I feel like for most people it's just a hobby. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, "Oh, I do it," I feel like that means you're actually putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just do football and then do everything else. No, you have to play that sport, practice it. You got to go through the seasons. You got to do what you got to do. So I feel like for me now, you know what I'm saying, now that I'm actually going out, you know what I'm saying, trying to get my face shown with the things that I've been putting out there.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what I'm saying, going on stages and actually, you know what I'm saying, shooting videos and actually putting my money behind my work now. I say like I'm fairly new. I'm brand new. I really don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just out here doing it. Honestly.
So what was it that like caused you to like switch? Because you kind of said you took it more seriously when the video dropped. Was it just the video, or is there something else that came into play there?
Well, the video haven't dropped, but I took it more serious when I actually, because I've been in a rut when like as I was, you know what I'm saying, when I like dropped out of college and shit.
Sure.
Because like I didn't know exactly what I was gonna do, and I knew that I was good at stuff, but I didn't know if I wanted to go in a route where I'm just working a regular 9 to 5, or I want to go and shoot for my dreams.
I see.
So you know what I'm saying, I bought the equipment obviously because that was something that I always loved to do, and then once I found that I've actually been developing my own self by like teaching myself, and I found that it's actually a talent of mine that I have, because the more and more music I was making, the better it was getting. You know what I'm saying? The criticism I was getting from it, you know what I'm saying, it was actually helping me. And you know what I'm saying, I just, every time I got into the studio, it just, something new was happening to me. And then like once I finally made like a track that was like something where, you know, even my homeboys was rapping to, you know what I'm saying, they was even like you know, like when people say, "Oh, it's good," just to say it's good, and then you know when people say, "Oh, yeah." So once I got that, like even from my own father, because he called me when I made one of these songs, and it was before I even had my studio, you know what I'm saying, stuff sounding the way it does now. But like he called me about the song, and he literally, and I sent it to him before I dropped it, and it's actually out. It's called "Hear Me." It's like an old song, but and it's a controversial song, and it's like one of those songs where it's like it makes you think, you know what I'm saying, and it gives a whole new meaning to like to how my brain works, you know what I'm saying, for people, you know what I'm saying, and that people want to like know like who am I. That's I feel like one of those songs that I'd be like, yeah, go listen to that. Like you will see where my mind circulates in. You know what I'm saying?
I see. Well, I you know, listening to your music, I listened to a little bit of it today. I think it's really, you know, especially considering how short you've really, you know, how short of a time period you've really been like putting, you know, effort into this. Like, I was really impressed with your talent. Like you seem to be rapping very quickly and like articulately and like you know, at a pace that, like, you know, even, you know, me personally rapping, I was never able to reach. So, like, you know, it's cool to see that, you know, the bones seem to be in place and, you know, the sky's the limit, you know. So, how'd you, like, what DAW are you using to mix and all that? Like, what's
I just use so I'm on FL Studios.
Okay, classic.
So yeah, and like I don't really have no like super super duper like amazing stuff in my studio.
Sure.
Like I just got the regular HP laptop. You know what I'm saying? I got the software, you know, FLs. I got a few plugins, I mean, with the auto tune and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I've been learning how to like formulate different templates for vocals and stuff like that. So I'm you know, I got different packages like that. So, you know what I'm saying, now everything is just like, it's just really about how I know how to like tune everything. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah. For what do you do like for beats? Are you just like going online buying them? Or are you going local? How do you go about that?
I mean, I'm all over the place. I know a few like producers, and like I actually have one. Shout out to Casino. He's based in California. He makes really really good beats, and I actually got a few songs that's actually being in process for me to shoot a video. I got a video scheduled coming out soon. It's gonna be called To Be Honest.
Okay.
And it's actually produced by Casino. So you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get a little feel. And I actually got a few songs out now that's they got Casino's tag on it. So yeah. But yeah, normally it's either I get it from him or I get it probably like from YouTube by it. Now I'm trying to teach myself how to make my own beats too. So,
oh fuck yeah! How long is that? Pretty recent for you doing that? Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! That's I when I rap, I did my own beats also. That's kind of my forte. So yeah, it's a whole it takes years, years, decades.
Yeah, that's how the record. I kind of like feel like it'd take me just the same amount of time it took me to like fully make like professional music, like my music to sound like really really good. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it'd take me that same amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, to me, it's a long time, but to a lot of people, it probably wouldn't be that long. You know what I'm saying? But I do know it does take that time and effort. So,
hell yeah. So when you're like approaching like performing, or because you've been doing this for a relatively short time, so do you have any like anxiety, like kind of entering this world of like entering that threshold, because it's kind of like a whole other beast when you really like on stage with the microphone and all that? What do you think about that?
To be honest, I have it right before I touch that stage. Like, it'll go away because I will remember, like, this is my music. You know what I'm saying? This is like my only opportunity that I can actually like be myself in front of a lot of people, and for them to get my point of view, and for it to be perceived the way I wanted it to be perceived. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like the nerve stuff, I probably had the nerves right before I get on stage, and right after that. That'll go away because because my music is just too much me. Like I don't write anything, but I don't say anything that's not true, and I don't say anything that I wouldn't like really say to anybody else. Like I stand on everything I say. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about killing. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't promote. You know what I'm saying? Genocide to my own people. I really don't. Yeah,
respect that.
Yeah, and real life, but I do, you know what I'm saying, I do let people know, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not one to be played with, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm cool with, like, when you really get to meet me, though, you know what I'm saying, but, like, I just seen a lot, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let me ask you this might be a little kind of a controversial question, but do you think that the portrayal in hip-hop of, like, quote unquote hood life or whatever, like, do you think that has an impact on black crime?
Yes.
Violence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, we promoted it. That's a whole promotion for it. Like if you see drill music, that's all they talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They talk about going to, you know what I'm saying, another black person's neighborhood, shooting it up. I mean, it's not cool, but like, I'm from Chicago, and when I was listening to all those songs, you know what I'm saying, I can't lie, but I used to like that shit. You know what I'm saying? That used to be something that was a norm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've actually seen somebody get shot.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen somebody drop in front of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, after a while, you get numb to it, and it's like, it just, you think it's the norm. And it's like, I feel like at that point, like, once you get to that point, it's like very fucked up. It's like really, really fucked up. So you just, yeah. But yeah, music, hip hop right now, I say, it's just a genre right now. Because I'm not gonna say all together.
Oh no, it's evolved way beyond that. I mean, you have like MF Doom and whole all these weird avenues of hip hop that are so far removed from that. And I'm not super educated on all like the drill beef and all that shit, but like I have heard of that. It's fucking crazy. Like it'll get to the point where they'll go on podcasts and say something, seriously. And then they'll like next day they'll show up and kill them. You know? Crazy shit.
Yeah, that type of lifestyle is. Man, I don't know. I just really like. I've been a realist my whole life. Like I've been really like understanding what I feel like I've always had that understanding that whatever you do or whatever your actions, whatever you do as far as like your actions and shit like that, it always have a consequence. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, whether you're, doing something legally, illegally. Doing something with somebody as far as like a person, whether that's bad or good, you know what I'm saying? And the reaction is something that people don't always think about, you know what I'm saying? They always think about, oh, when I do this, you know what I'm saying? It'll be, you know what I'm saying, one way. And then it's like, you still got to look at that other realm to what you're doing to somebody else. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't think these people really think too much.
That's definitely fair. So, so let me ask you this: what do you think the solution is to that? If there's like this, if there's this problem, what do you think the
listen to my music. That's the solution. That's gonna be the solution. Listen to my music. Like
that's
real talk.
The truest rapper answer ever.
For real. Listen to my music.
Go listen to my mixtape.
Nah, seriously. Go listen to it. KN Dot. Go listen to my music. It'll really put people in a different it'll really put you in a different light, and like it'll really make you like I can't like even tell you like how many times I've done played this one song called True Light. It's not even out, and I've done performed it. And when we was at this it was what's that festival called, the Field Trip.
You guys were there?
Yeah, I performed there. And I performed that song True Light, and literally
I think I left right before you guys got there. Well, a little bit.
Well, it was like it was delayed like really further on because of the storm.
Yeah, I got rained on. My tent got flooded, and I fucking left.
Yeah. A lot of people wasn't happy that night, but no, the show still went on. I was cold. I was cold up on that stage. I was like, fuck. I was like, it was mad. I was like, but hey, I got to get it out there. But when I did that song, and even when I play it like to other people, like that song, and it's like other song that I do or I play for other people. You know what I'm saying? Those be the songs where people, they'll look at me and be like, oh shit, like you mean business with this. And I'll be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So once I get to that point where I'm dropping those songs off, and it's like people will really get to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't always have to go in a route that you know what I'm saying, as far as your feelings go. Because people always neglect the mind and then just go straight to what the heart wants. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. So you say you're from Chicago. Are you like currently living in the Des Moines area?
Yeah.
Okay. What and you kind of, I'm sure you have an interesting perspective growing up in Chicago. What do you think about the Iowa hip hop music scene? Like what?
I was dope as hell. I feel like that's what I'm saying. I'm finna have my people from Chicago come out here.
Hell yeah.
And like really get tapped in with these people, because like Low is what people don't understand. Like I'm starting to actually wrap this concept around my head that Low is like low key the center of a lot of this shit. And like by me having that connection with him and being able to have the opportunity to give people the opportunity that he gave me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's gonna be even better than, you know what I'm saying, being one of the number one. Because I want to be the number one, but I also want to be that person who can also, you know what I'm saying, pay it forward.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well, unfortunately for Lolo, everything's controlled by the Jews. So.
Sadly.
He's got no chance.
Free Kanye. Free Kanye. Yeah, I said it. You know what?
All right.
I don't care. I know what somebody black got to stand up for somebody. Somebody black got to stand up for somebody black. And you know something, bro? Like,
take cover.
Hey, I'm standing up with him. Hey, yay. Call me, B. If you look, call me. We got a lot. Cake. That's all I got to say. Cold word cake. if you distressed, just say cold word cake. I already know. Just hit my line. That's all we doing. But nah, man.
Let me ask you this: where do you think the battleground is? It has to be New York, right? That's what they're both at. You can just put a fucking line down there and be like, yo.
Man. He trying to put me on the spot.
I have no idea.
Man, me either. I'm gonna say next question. I'm gonna say next question.
No, for what are your thoughts about like the whole Kanye thing though? You seem to be, I don't know.
Well, okay.
Kanye, he's giving support to Kanye.
Nah, I mean, I feel like this because I want to word this the right way. Cause I don't want to offend anybody. Cause everybody gonna be like, oh, so you believe? No, don't tell me what I believe. That's what I hate. Is when a group of people can like get together and be like, oh, he's doing this, but no, you don't know why this man is doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we can get into this topic. I don't give a fuck. But when he wore the whole "White Lives Matter," we can get into that. We can get into that. We can get into that because
I say by far my favorite
merchandise.
merchandise.
Yeah, I might fuck around and buy me one because you want to know what's crazy. You want to know what's crazy? It's like they see what's on the shirt and not what the real meaning is. They not really looking at it with their discernment. Everybody just see the words. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. He put white lives matter. That's 3 words. And it pissed people off on a piece of cloth. Let's give it up for America. How about that? We can give it up for these motherfuckers who just like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
Let's be real, bro. Like, they don't stand for shit, but they fall for everything. Like, for real. Like, real talk. Like, you got people in higher power or in higher positions that sound stupid. Like, I swear to God, I'm like, how y'all letting Kanye outsmart you? Like, seriously. Like, Kanye is like not even, I feel like he's not really trying too hard. But like the little shit that he does, it's like, okay, like it's kind of fucked up a little bit, like in the back, in a sense. But I feel like that's just the programming that we all been souped up to. You know what I'm saying? This shit where we start seeing something that the mass don't like. You know what I'm saying? We jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah. Do you think he's like, because there's been some speculation on this too, that he's like permanently, or not permanently, intentionally trying to sabotage his contracts. Like he's sick of the spotlight and he just wants to get the fuck out.
I feel like if he is, bro, kudos, because he's smart. He's smart.
He went out with the bang.
No, smart. No, I feel like that's smart. If he intentionally wants to sabotage his contracts and not be signed to these people and not be like attached, because I feel like we should be honest. Like, we all know that Hollywood is a weird ass place, and especially if somebody like him who's talking about God and stuff like that, I don't think that, you know what I'm saying, trying to walk in a holy name like that is good to be, you know what I'm saying, being around all of that activity that's going on. Because we all know the rumors. We all know about the parties that all of them have, and the shit that they go through, and them doors that you gotta walk through that they swear it's not real, but for some reason those doors always be popping up in conversations, and it's in somewhat it's I don't want to say the AS word, but you know, we don't want to get into that. But my thing is, yeah,
you sound just like Kanye.
No, for real, because Kanye
the group of people I'm not allowed to say, and then he's almost there, and he's like, the Jews.
Yeah. Yo, that was by far my favorite. Like, I was like, yeah, he's He's a good guy. Kanye's a good guy. Nah, for real. I just hope this is genuine though. That's just my thing.
I don't want Michael Jackson.
Yeah, no, I don't. But I hope this is really genuine for Kanye though, because you still can't trust them all. That's in that position, because even though they, took his little $1 billion away, that nigga still rich as hell, and he still have the power to still talk to these authorities. You know what I'm saying? Like he admitted it on Drink Champs. So it's like, I feel like what people need to do is just stop talking so much and actually like try to understand what's going on, because like a lot of people don't even understand like what the government is doing behind, you know what I'm saying, this because it's called a distraction, everybody. So this is what that is. These type of conversations is a distraction. It's to distract you from not actually thinking about voting, because they just had what was it? The Congress vote?
The people got voted in.
Yeah,
Fetterman, and then the dead guy. I don't know who the dead guy was.
Like, so
those
it's like
midterms are crazy, man.
So it's like we all fall for the distraction. Easy, we fall for the distraction, and it be the black people who leads the distracting crowd. And it's like, man, why the...
Yeah.
Man.
But here's my question though, because I mean, I think what you're talking about is like the idea of like the global elite, right? Mm-hmm. Like these Hollywood type people who just have all this money and power, etc. Like, don't you think Kanye in a sense is like maybe not is anymore, but at one point at least like was a part of that?
Shit, he still is. What you mean?
Yeah.
He's not fully exempt from that yet, because like you got to think about it, man. Like, he still haven't done too much yet to me. I feel like...
What about him like backing Trump and shit like that?
I mean, I don't know. To me personally, I feel like, and I don't care what anybody say, but I'm black, but I want to see him do more for the community. And I'm talking about the black community. And like, I'm not saying that he has to be specific, because that's what everybody always think. Oh, y'all, yeah. Nah, man. But you still gotta understand. It's like, even me and my homeboy, we had this conversation. We looked it up. There's a lot more broke black people in America than it is any other race. And it's like, why? Because, and I could tell you, it's because we fuck our own selves up. Like, people, like, I grew up in the hood, so I grew up with people like goals. Or to like, girls' goals was to get pregnant so they can get child support, so they don't have to work. So it's like, bro, like, yeah, like, people mindsets are fucked up. Like, real talk, it's really fucked up. So it's like,
so you think he's straight away from that, or do you? I
feel like he's trying to. I feel like Kanye is really trying to break away from his involvement with them people and his likeness to that crowd, because I feel like he does like to be around that shit, because that's how you get paid. That's how he got the most. That man was a billionaire. Like, can't nobody like say he wasn't touching no money. You know what I'm saying? And it's like with that crowd, it's like when you see all of that money, and it's like you start seeing it go away because you start cutting ties. You like, shit. I bought all of this goddamn shit. So it's like, man, that's why I feel like from the get-go, and the only reason why people don't never see it, and I'm gonna start, and a lot of people gonna be like, what the hell is he going with this shit? I'm gonna tell y'all, because this is the reason why I say he should come back, or he should bring it back, because a lot of people always like reminisce about the golden era of music, when we had, you know what I'm saying, great R&B. Back then, when the award shows were fun, you know what I'm saying, everybody tuned into the Grammys, Oscars, you know what I'm saying, BET Awards. Everybody really like fuck with music. Like, everybody had like all the right aspects of music. Like, you had your Michael Jacksons, the Princes for the R&B stuff. Then you had your, you know what I'm saying, your rappers like, you know, Kendrick, you know, J. Cole, you know, because those guys actually at that point was very hot, you know what I'm saying, with the what the hell that was. Kendrick's mixtape.
Oh, is it most recent one?
No, the old one. Huh? Nah, the older than that. It was
Section 80.
Nah, with the van. With the van. And
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a fucking great album.
That's a classic.
Hell yeah,
but at that point, like him, J. Cole, and like a lot of people a lot of the like our rappers who we know as being conscious rappers, they was up there, you know, Nas and them, you know what I'm saying? And like now who we got in that totem, like up there in our like top rappers, we got Lil Baby, we got Da Baby. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? The first
a lot of variety.
You know? Got Lil Durk, Lil Uzi, Lil this, Lil that. So we got, like I said, like you can see what leaving, yeah, like what leaving our culture for that money gets, like, cause now look who we looking at is our real people, and it's like, damn, we need some of y'all older guys to come back, you know what I'm saying, for real, cause it's like, you know what I'm saying. As much as I dream of doing that, cause I'm most definitely, when I get to that position with the music stuff, my people gonna be straight. I'm telling you, my people gonna be straight. As far as like having our own banks, and I don't care. Like if the government sees this, yes, I do want to help my people out, and I do want to show them there's another way. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be assholes all the time, cause black people ain't mean at all. You know what I'm saying? Really nice people. For real.
Well, that's an overgeneralization there.
No, that's facts. Because you don't want to... Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess this goes back to, like, Kanye. Like, do you think that there's, like... Because I think a lot of the criticism with Kanye is, like, that he's overgeneralizing. Like, he went on this podcast, Lex Friedman podcast, and the host is Jewish. Mm-hmm. But like, you know, not like with like the corporate elites or anything. And like the whole interview, he was like referring to him in that group. He's like, you guys are doing this. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Do you think that I feel like when I listened to that interview, it became clear in my mind that like he might actually be racist. Like he might actually like view this group of people. Actually, in my opinion, I think he does.
No, I mean, I feel like everybody should have their own opinion. Like me personally, I haven't seen that.
That too.
I feel like me personally, I haven't seen the interview, so I got to check that shit out. But I have seen parts of it. But I feel like Kanye and that group of people have done so much stuff to the point where I feel like Kanye has strayed away from himself so much to where he's blaming that group of people. And it's like, you gotta remember, buddy, you also the one who willingly signed that contract. You willingly did all of that stuff. So it's like that's why I still say I don't fully, and that's why I tell people like you know what I'm saying, when you ask me about this stuff, you gotta be open minded about it, because I tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to think like I'm on, you know what I'm saying, Kanye side, like I'm all the way, but you know what I'm saying, I still feel like
you feel sympathetic.
Yeah, I feel like he wasn't being guided the proper way. And I feel like even though those actions were willing actions, I feel like under the right like guide and like somebody who knows what they're doing and somebody who actually know the game, you know what I'm saying, I feel like some of those like choices that he would have made wouldn't have been, you know what I'm saying, the way they were. Because I feel like you can actually work with, you know what I'm saying, Jews. I feel like you can. You just gotta have your shit in order. No, for real. You gotta have all your shit in order. You have to make sure you own yourself. You have to make sure all your paperwork is yours, because at the end of the day, it's life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta own yourself. You know what I'm saying? In order enough for people to be free, you have to own yourself. You have to own your dreams. You have to own, you know what I'm saying, your land. You have to own You know what I'm saying? Everything. You have to own the resources. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to get this shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't, guess what? You're gonna be falling into that trap. So I feel like it's Kanye just has to be. I feel like he has to be more straightforward and stop like playing around with these people now. Like, okay, you could do all you could say all of this shit, but now it's time for you to put in some work elsewhere, because going on these runs don't really do nothing for you, but just like, to me, I feel like he's doing a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He could be, because a lot of people could be like, yeah, I like you said, he sounds racist, and I don't think he is. I just really think like he just speaking on like suppressed like feelings, and just like it's just a bunch of that shit.
Yeah, I really hope his next album is just called The Holocaust. That would be
yeah, that bullshit. That man said, yeah, the black people Holocaust is Planned Parenthood. I was like, damn, Kanye.
Dude, I was listening to that interview and I just started laughing my ass off.
And I'm sitting here like, man, like it's true in a sense, but still you got to take accountability.
You really think you can compare abortion to the Holocaust?
You can't, to be honest, because a lot of these, like, bro, and we've talked about it before. Like, I've had an argument with, you know what I'm saying, a group of females, you know what I'm saying, about this situation. And my first thing,
you came out unscathed. Good for you.
No, for real. For real. No, because I'm not a dummy. I'm just, it's just like you can't, like, the thing is, like, you can't just use excuses in all of these complaints as a reason why things should be done. Or reason why,
I agree with that 100%.
Like, you can't say, oh, he didn't mow his lawn, so he should be banned from this neighborhood. Like, what the fuck?
No, I agree with that. I think a lot of the reasoning behind abortion, like a majority of abortion, I think like reasoning comes from like inconvenience. Like I'm in a situation and I just don't want to have this baby. And, and you know, whether or not somebody should be able to do that, I think I'm okay with it in a sense. Like I'm like, you know, I believe that people should be able to do what, you know, in that sense, they should be able to make a bad choice. But like, I personally think like morally it is questionable when you are just doing it kind of, you know, and it sounds oversimplistic, but like willy nilly in a sense, just like, man, I got pregnant. They actually did like a list of the reasons why women get abortions. And one of them actually was, I want to finish my book. Like, if you get an abortion to finish a book, I think it's a little questionable.
See, okay, but that's when you just, because you have a platform right here, and that's when you just go ahead and just give them the information. I give them the information right now, because you got to do this. Listen, people, if you don't want to have a kid and you don't, because abortion, that shit costs.
Yeah, that's true too.
That shit's not fucking free. That shit's cost, and somebody has to pay for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you don't want it, because in that procedure is still a dangerous procedure. It's just as much dangerous as delivering a baby. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that. It's just as much dangerous as delivering a baby, and people have died delivering babies. People have died, you know what I'm saying, with this abortion shit. My mother is a nurse. She's worked in the hospital before. She told me a lot of these stories. So I kind of understand why people is like kind of like turning their head sideways to all the people who's like, my body, my choice, and all of this shit. Is like, yo, so are you looking to go get pregnant so you can just go get an abortion? Because that procedure, like I said, is not a cheap procedure at all. Like, if you ain't got no money and you get pregnant and you think that you could just go into the doctor's office and say, oh, take this baby out, shit, wait till they show you that bill first. You're gonna be like, shit, so I gotta have it. Yeah, not a lot of people can afford abortions.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree like that. I think part of the pro-choice argument that really just doesn't really hold a lot of substances, like the, you know, imposing this on me. Like, no, you are making, you know, unless you're like raped or something.
Right. And I feel like that it should be stipulations to that. I feel like if first of all, if it's somebody that's 18 or no, I'm not gonna say 18, that's under the age from like 17 on down, bro, that's pregnant, bro, and they live with the like parents and, obviously you gotta do that, you know what I'm saying, especially if they were raped, they're kids. Don't ever, I've seen young kids like have babies at the age of like 16 in Chicago. I'm like, what, bitch, you're my age. Well, I ain't even done with high school. What are you talking about? You got a 2-year-old. What are you talking about? You got a 2-year-old? We haven't graduated at all, bro. You feel me, bro? So that's what I'm saying. Like
teaching that baby comp 1.
So it's, but that's what I'm saying, bro. That's in the hood, like, bro. Like, our mental is fucked up in the hood. We all need to say that. We need to admit that shit because it's not where it's supposed to be. I mean, like I said, abortion should only be a procedure that happens to somebody who, in that type of situation, but not just grown ass people who just want to have an abortion because they want to be irresponsible. Like, a condom does not cost a lot. They have, for real, they have 3 packs of condoms. Go buy them bitches at the gas station for like $5. Real talk.
Yeah, condoms suck though, I will say.
It don't matter. Like, bro, if you don't want to have, okay, you go get the pill. The pill is $50 if you want to go into that route. If you just like, but also for people who with this who don't want this goddamn, or who want this abortion shit to be good and shit like that. If you letting everybody stick you with a raw willy, you don't know who's clean out here. We just had a COVID, a pandemic. You do not, and that was from, people thought it was from washing hands, bro. What are you talking about? If people do not wash their hands, what makes you think everybody wash their private? You was disgusting. I'm for real, bro. Like, that's why I'm like, yo, it's a lot of like shit that you can point out from this whole little abortion shit. It's like, bro, you guys can fall for anything. Like, anybody could put up something that goes against what, I guess, the man. And I don't even know, like what made them come up with that? Because that was a good distraction. Because it's something, I'm telling you, it's something else that's finna happen. Because I don't really think that people think that it's okay for a child who been raped to have a kid. Like, I can't see that.
But that, that's kind of the crazy thing though, is there are some, like, conservative outlets out there, and conservative minded people who do think that think even if you're raped, that like you should bring that baby to full term because that life is more important than the situation. I don't believe that, obviously, but like,
yeah, I will.
There are some fucking crazy people out there that have, that
you are right.
Their whole vision is just skewed because of this ideology.
Yeah,
and
that's where the education has to come in too. You know what I'm saying? You have to, and that's why I was trying to get, and that's really what that argument was. What I was having with those females was like, go find the information and educate yourself on what you're talking about.
Yeah,
because I was even telling them like I was like, bro, none of us has been through this situation in now terms. Like and even now, like, you can go get an abortion. Like, the crazy part about it is I had this argument with them.
Well, in Iowa, I don't think you can unless after 6 weeks. I mean, you could drive to Minnesota.
But I was talking to my peoples in Chicago because they was thinking that it was they was thinking that it was like happening in Chicago, and I'm like, I called my cousin up. She told me she having one. I'm like, what? I'm like, where was you at when I was talking to them girls? I'm like, man, you could have told them, like, nah, it's not even that. That's why I was, and my whole thing is like, bro, educate yourself on what you trying to talk about, because, like, realistically, if you were there, you would have been like, yo, they got themselves mad, because realistically, it's like, dude, only thing people
they like just kept getting riled up.
No, but they kept saying the same stuff, and all I kept doing was repeating was, get educated on what you're talking about, because none of us actually been through this. We don't know.
Yeah. No, that's a really like just lazy talking point from
It
people
is.
about the abortion thing. Is like that, you know, they live in a state where they're completely fine.
They live in a mind too much.
Yeah.
They don't live in reality. Reality is not even a thing for a lot of people.
So let me ask you this, because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like, you know, for the most part, you disagree with abortion.
I mean, I disagree in it in a sense to where if you're an adult, if you're like grown and you out here paying bills and doing this and this and doing that, I feel like you should understand, you know what I'm saying, what you're supposed to do to prevent yourself from having a kid if you know that you're not in a position to have one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree for them people just to have like a little way out like that, because only thing you're doing, because even adoption is fine. You can put the kid up for adoption. But I mean, I get the people who's like, it's my body, my choice. Do your thing, but also understand like that is still a wear and tear on your body. You know what I'm saying? Because all of this stuff, regardless, you know what I'm saying, when you have a kid or whatever, whether you do or don't, you know what I'm saying, that's wear and tear on your body. So understand that. When I know people have a conscious mind of that, then it's like, okay, yeah, you need to be held, you know what I'm saying, responsible for your actions. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, I feel like they should raise like abortion up, because especially for that, you know what I'm saying? But if people been raped, if it's been a little girl that's been in a bad situation, you know what I'm saying, if you know that the person is not in actual condition to even like raise this child or even go through that type of stuff, like hell no. I feel like you should allow that. I feel like there should be stipulations, but I don't feel like it should be legal for everybody just to have it.
Okay. So let me ask you that. Like, what do you think is like the legal line in that? So like, if you have
rape, the legal line is rape. If it's a minor,
yeah,
because like, bro, all of these people that's allowing these minors to do all of this shit, like, what the hell? These kids ain't paying no bills. Like, these kids supposed to be in school learning how to think, not learning how to be sexually active.
So what would you say though if like a 6-year-old had a baby and they wanted to keep it and they had all the
first of all,
you know, ability to be able to raise
first
it?
First of all, hell no. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bro, if I ever have a 16-year-old in the future and that shit ever happens, bro, like
grabbing the coat hanger.
Nah, for real. It's like, yo, it's like, first of all, but personally, I feel like that would never happen with me, because I personally like know that I conversate with my kids. Like I know I conversate with my kids. You know what I'm saying? When that time does come when I have them, but I know I will, because like communication is key. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like you know what I'm saying, an explanation for your child could go a long way. You know what I'm saying? It will go a long way, especially if you know how to, you know what I'm saying, articulate yourself for their understanding. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to give them, you know what I'm saying, you got to be able to talk to them in a way, you know what I'm saying, for them to know like shit like this you shouldn't go through. You know what I'm saying? Having a kid at this, because you don't have a job, you know what I'm saying, you still got dreams that you want to go through. You know what I'm saying? First of all, if you're 16, my nigga, you're not even done with high school. I don't give a fuck how smart you is. You know what I'm saying? You got to grow up first. You know what I'm saying? And that growing up process, and that's where everybody fucks themselves up, and that's where everybody falls in life. Is where when it's time to grow up, everybody still wants to be that kid.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I feel like at any point in life you're kind of just chasing. How old are you?
24.
Okay. Not too far. I'm 27, so
okay.
Not too far off, yeah. We were talking about Elon Musk earlier. What's what do you think about his recent buyout? I haven't even been on Twitter since. I technically have an account, but I haven't even bothered.
Twitter jumping. I ain't gonna play. I don't know, man.
He had a recent issue.
Elon's name been in tabloids a lot lately.
Oh yeah,
and it's like I don't know if he's good or bad. That's my stance on him. Like, I'm just like really just watching, because it's like he does a lot of shit that's like helpful for us, but then it's like he does some things that like turn your eyebrow, like, whoa, what are you doing this for?
Yeah, he's a mixed bag.
Yeah, sure. So it's like, you just, that's what I'm saying. Like, me personally, I don't have one set like feeling about a person, because anybody can be somebody new any day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We live in a reality where people starting to realize that reality isn't real, in a sense. Like, true. Things can be a whole different way. Like, you can wake up, you could be cool with your mans one day, and then another week he probably be pissed off to the point where he ready to shoot you. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. But it's like you just gotta be aware of how people can be. You don't want to be surprised, I said.
Yeah, I think first we should give a round of applause for the first African American being
head
of Twitter.
I'm the first.
No.
Well, I thought you said. I thought you was finna say on here. But I was finna say, guys, I'm the first.
The first African American that's come on the McAllister's podcast.
Nah. But yeah, well, he said he's the first African American.
Yeah, it was a joke because he's from Africa. He grew up in South Africa. Yeah.
People try to make him sound black as hell. I was like, yeah, that motherfucker, stop capping, man. I was like, that man white.
That's the funny thing, right? It's like he's white as fuck.
I wonder. I really do wonder. Does he try to get away with that end card?
Oh no.
He just really is African American.
No. But I'm just saying. I wonder, like with his friends. You don't think so? Come on.
Okay. Here's the thing. I feel like he's maybe made that joke in like a Modern Warfare 2 Xbox lobby type of sense. That's probably as far as it goes. Okay. I doubt he's been like, yo, start calling me the N-word, you know?
Nah, I get you. I can respect that, though. Now, when the kids go crazy on Modern Warfare, oh my God. When you got somebody that's whooping on somebody in Modern Warfare, bro, you get called everything. You use everything. I'm telling you. You everything. You like, and you know this is a little kid. Where's your mom's at? That's why I be want to know. Where's your mom? You yelling at the top of your lung, just cussing and stuff. Where's your parents? They must be out. They must left you at the home. Cause that shit crazy. Like, fuck you. That's why I fucked your mom. Nigga, you don't even sound like you know how to fuck anybody. Like, come on, dog. What the hell?
Did you guys fuck with that new Modern Warfare 2 game?
I haven't downloaded yet, but I gotta download that.
You pay for it?
The Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah. The new one that came out.
Free?
No, have you guys not heard of that? The remastered? Mm-mm. There's like a remastered Modern Warfare 2 that they just came out with.
Oh, so does that mean I just gotta update my shit?
No, it costs $70 for the privilege.
Shit, I'm gonna wait till that bit go down.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Well, hey, Black Friday's coming up.
Yeah.
Hey, hop on some of that.
And by that time, you got the geeks already at top rank. I was just talking to somebody at my job, and I'm like, boy, what the hell do y'all do? Like, y'all don't do nothing, at all. Like, I remember I was at a lobby, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I might have had like 5 kills. And this one I was playing with Jamari. Yo, you got people just like, I'm getting quick scope. I'm getting no scope. I'm getting shot from the front, then the back. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
It's crazy, man.
I had to literally like camp just to get my 5 kills. I'm like, yo, I'm playing with experienced people. This is not fun. These guys they don't. I'm like, yo, and it was like a Wednesday. I'm like, these people going crazy on a Wednesday.
It's always like in the business hours, like Wednesday at 1 p.m.
Yo, I just know don't play Modern Warfare on like the weekend. Just play on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. That's it. You play on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, you getting thrashed. They are on you. You're not winning shit.
You game? Like what's your game that you fuck with?
I really don't game too much. I I probably dibble dabble into the like GTA world.
Oh hell yeah! I just downloaded GTA 5 actually. I've been getting back into it.
Heck yeah!
Hell yeah!
I got my homeboy to read down. I was like, come on, bro, you gotta get up in here now.
I saw enough videos on TikTok. I was like,
it's fun. No,
I gotta go back.
I gotta make me a server to where. Because everybody got all this cool stuff. I was like, man, I got to get into one of these servers.
Well, and that's kind of the thing, too, is like I've realized, because I've never played, well, not never, I've rarely played online. So I'm kind of like, fuck, 10 years later, I might like finally like just try to get into it a little
right.
bit. But I know it's probably going to be the same thing as what we were just talking about. So like you're going to die in 5 minutes.
For real. You know? Nah, I'm telling you, you're gonna have those guys, bro, that stay up till like midnight. And just like not even midnight, they'll stay up until like it's time for them to go to school. I've known people who did not go like to sleep one night and just gamed. Like, and I'm like,
oh yeah, I worked with a guy.
Like, bro, you sleeping in class? You like, yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. I worked with a guy who would stay up till 6 a.m. every day gaming. He would go work at 10 a.m.
That's retarded, bro.
And for real.
That's 4 hours of sleep.
Well, yeah, and he was like 400 pounds, obviously. So like. So it's like, dude, you're really doing well for yourself.
Man, bro. I can't do that, bro. Like,
yeah. That's streaming shit. Like I used to try to do some of that streaming stuff, and it's kind of fun, but like it gets like you kind of get in a hole where it's like, oh, nobody's watching me. I just stream for like the 10th time in a row, or not a single person tuned in. You know, it's so oversaturated. There's so many fucking people twitching. Like literally, the only chance you have is if you have tits. If you have tits, you can stream. Otherwise,
for real. If you got some girls in that motherfucker, yeah, they watching you. They watching you for real. Everybody some horny ass motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas is horny. We got some freak ass people out here. Motherfuckers is freaky. Like I ain't gonna lie. This is a generation of the freaky. And the freaky gangsters. This is the freaky gangster generation. I swear to God. The freaky gangster generation. Because only thing you heard was about the LGBT and all this sexuality and shit like that. And then you got the fucking... You got to be a thug too. So this is the freaky gangster... This is the freaky gangster generation. I mean, genre, era, whatever this is. This is the... Dude, that's all you see.
A rainbow painted Glock.
Yo. And then you got these girls, hot girls, summer and shit. Gotta be all this bullshit. Like, damn.
Can you imagine that? Somebody pulls up in a fucking like, they have like a rainbow fucking pimped out car. They just have like a rainbow Glock.
Just yeah. And then they, bro, if I see that in GTA, I'm gonna cut off my game. I'm gonna be like, yep. It's time for me to just play Mad.
I don't know if you heard, but the GTA 6 is coming out. They had the controversy because they have a female character now.
Oh yeah,
like
that's gonna be interesting.
Get her butt naked and run through the streets.
I hope so.
I ain't gonna lie. The GTA 5, they got your character to be able to like shower and shit. I bet you gonna have the guys in that bitch. Let me get her in the shower. Let me see what she looks like.
They probably took that idea from Saints Row, having that girl character.
Boy,
be on that bike.
Nah, cause Saints Row.
I can't get into that.
Saints Row, you can make your character freaky as hell. I'm like, what? Cause I got Saints Row 3, bro. I'm up there looking at all the like the designs on how you can create your persons and stuff like that. I went to the female thing. I'm like, damn. They got that bitch looking bad as hell.
Yeah,
boy.
You can make her tits like fucking water. Like
I know, like I'm like, damn.
Like bouncy
I had
balls.
to stop playing that. I had to stop playing that game. I'm like, what? This is not even a game no more. What?
I'm not even playing it. I'm playing for 20-minute increments, and then
this is not even a game. No, you got these people just creating players in that bitch.
Oh fuck! I'll be right back.
Gotta make a new player. This one's gonna be Asian. Not for real. You can make up different races on that bitch. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's amazing how far we've come.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
Man.
Yeah, but going back to Elon Musk, you know, I will say there are some crazy things like, you know, with the, like with the neural brain or what's the
That's what I'm saying. You can't
Yeah.
trust that man like that. You
That shit's
can't, because he's
freaky.
up there building all of these fucking robots with fucking opposable thumbs and fingers. I'm like, dude, what are
Yeah.
you guys are doing? I want to know what they plan is. Like, what exactly is he trying to do? Is he trying to send people to Mars, or is he trying to take like is he trying to send the whole like human race somewhere else and then have robots take over this shit?
Or if you can get people to control the robots in Mars.
But they here though. He's not talking about them people going out there. Like that would be smart though if you think about it. You have the robots terraforming these planets and shit like that. That would be actually genius. But then I don't know, cause they might have their own little goddamn society. They might damn near develop quick as hell. Built a society in like a whole goddamn a month. We come over there, you can't come over here. We know how y'all rock. We still got y'all in databases.
You think
Made a whole goddamn anti-human race. We done fucked up.
you think AI technology can become self-aware and destroy the human race?
Hell yeah. Anything that has a consciousness can become self-aware, because the internet is the consciousness for AI.
Talking about that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
AI.
That dude, you got to think about it. That AI know everything that we looked up, because not only are we just put like the regular shit, you got to think it's going to tap into the dark web. And there are a lot of crazy people that's on the dark web. It's just way more than you would think. Way more than you would think.
Yeah, and that's a whole
Way
other
more
thing
than you would
too.
think. So you got to think about it. We have to be careful.
Yeah. Did you guys hear about the Microsoft created an AI that like became a neo-Nazi in like 48 hours or some shit like that?
What the hell?
Yeah, dude. Well, they gave it like the they gave it like the Google search results basically, and basically like the entire blueprint of the internet.
All right.
And by the end of it, logistically like became a neo-Nazi.
Oh my god.
And it was like throwing the N-word around and being anti-Semitic, all this crazy shit, man. They had to pull the plug. They're like, fuck this.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta download some standards for
I
that.
don't know. I think they did that on purpose. They was letting us know that button will be pressed if you fuck up. I'm serious. You gotta watch out. Like sometimes, some people would think, oh, they might have fucked up. No, that was probably a warning. Like that
Dude.
button can be pressed.
Have you seen the military robots? There's these videos
Oh,
of
you
like
talking about with them doing all that acrobat shit, like jumping off them things?
and, like,
That's
with
what
the
I'm
gun and
saying.
shoot, like-
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
they have like the super aim where they're shooting past people's heads
Yeah.
and shit. It's crazy.
They
dude.
they had a little video. They think it's funny. They think it was funny, but that little motherfucker like kicked one of the dudes, got to shooting at the ground, and then ran off. I'm like, with a gun. I'm like, bro, that's not funny.
Yeah.
like that's not funny at all.
Well, okay, so here's my question: if we have that, can we stop bringing people overseas and killing them? That would be
Bro.
my thought, right?
Bro,
I'm not a fan of that technology, but
Let
like,
me
isn't
tell
that
you.
better though? At
I
least,
mean, that's what I'm saying. It's tricky as hell. It's tricky as hell. How do you convince somebody who's smarter than you to work on your side?
money.
Shit, if they smarter than you, they can develop that shit their own self, their own way. You know what I'm saying? Because now they
Yeah,
already
but-
they already know the algorithm, because AI is the algorithm. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wait, you're talking about the I thought.
Oh no, yeah, I'm talking about robots. I'm talking about
I
how
thought
do
you
you
were talking about like a
convince.
government or something.
No.
Yeah, no, you
I'm
can't
talking
get-
about
yeah.
like I'm saying, like with the question that you was asking, like why not send them, is because like shit, like I don't know, shit, them motherfuckers might see something over there that they probably haven't really seen over here, because we the people who's up there building this shit, and they probably, you never
Yeah.
know, man. It's a lot of shit that goes on, and it's like, man, I don't want to stray too much into technology wise. I want technology to be used for what it's supposed to be used for, and that's to
Yeah.
better humanity, not halt.
Yeah. See, I almost kind of have like a counter thought to like the whole AI takeover, because I almost wonder if, because we're at the point now, like with TikTok and such, where like technology can literally sense what we're going to think and have it like displayed on our phone. Like they're literally a step ahead of us.
That's what I'm
So like,
saying.
if that's the case, like why hasn't it happened already?
Cause, bro,
You know what I mean?
I feel like, bro,
Or do you think it's around the corner? Like, I don't know. It's an interesting debate.
I just feel like personally, and I'm not saying like like I'm not like saying I'm not an advocate of technology, but I'm just saying I feel like it should be a moderation to it. But I feel like at the same time, like you never know. Like any smart person who's trying to take over anything, this shit takes time. You know what I'm saying? It's not like even the internet knows that Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to tap in a different way, because the internet it's smart enough to, I feel like it's smart enough to understand that we have a soul that runs the body, and they probably knew that way before the scientists was able to tell people, because we all knew that it was another like entity that was taking place with everybody who have their own experience. You know what I'm saying?
You said there's science behind people having souls?
like basically it, like in science they found out like there is like an afterlife after death. Like you don't really die, but the body just like stops. You know, consciousness really doesn't die. You know what I'm saying? We are all energy. Yeah, we're all, look, you can look this up too. Like
is that the God particle?
No. It has nothing to do with God particle. It has it literally has everything to do with like what. Okay, it's the form of science that needs to be there, because it's not just science. Like science and religion goes together, but having them separate, it kind of like disillusion the it puts an illusion on what real life is. Because like you got one group saying one thing and another group saying a whole entirely different other thing. You know what I'm saying?
You think science goes with religion?
It does.
I disagree.
No, 100%. It does. No, it really does, because a lot of stuff that's happening, even outer space, is like you haven't wondered like how when you see like different pictures of when people try to show you like the whole like spectrum of like what the universe and shit look like, it actually looks like the like the neural like receptors of your brain and shit like that. Like it, like a lot of the stuff that we're made of is from like out in stars and shit like that. We're made of like the same elements that make up the whole universe. Like seriously, everybody, not just black people, everybody. No, cause some people will be like, oh, just no, not just black people, everybody. You gotta let people know.
Are you saying black people are aliens? You racist
fuck. Everybody are made from elements from stars and shit like that. Everybody has this element, and like it's a common element that everybody has. Like it's not like a factor that, you know what I'm saying, everybody does. And this is something that everybody should look into though.
But going back to the statement, like I think there's a very distinct difference between science and religion. Science is something that you have evidence or something you could go at any point and reprove it. Whereas religion is a doctrine that comes from, you know, texts or carried down through generations and is, you know, arbitrary in a sense. Like it changes over time, and I don't know. I just don't think that that's like a accurate equation equating science. Like I just that argument's never made sense to me.
Well, religion is. Well, basically, science is, because that's what I'm saying. The form of religion that everybody is learning now, it goes far from away from what the real religion is. You know what I'm saying? Because like
in what way?
So, like you've tripped before,
yeah,
haven't you?
Sure.
So like
allegedly. No, I'm kidding.
Nah, I've tripped before. Like that's more of a religion. You know, a being definite, being like one, you know what I'm saying, with your reality. Also, you know what I'm saying, knowing, you know what I'm saying, the truth about everything, and knowing that everything is helping us like live and survive out here and shit like that, and that it is coming from one infinitesimal point, you know what I'm saying, which, you know what I'm saying, you could like ultimately call God, you know what I'm saying, but like everybody can see it in a different way. But for me, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the way people depict religion is they see it as, I don't know, it just straight away from what we really are, because like it took them this long to like admit that mushrooms was good for us. And literally like the cycle of life, well, we ain't gonna get into all of that because that's a long conversation. But the cycle of life, you know what I'm saying, it does go away from what the Bible says. You know what I'm saying, how humans actually did come. You know what I'm saying, it wasn't like Adam and Eve and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was an apple though. It was an apple that created humans though. But it was the ethanol in the apple that no, I'm serious. The ethanol in the apple nah, you can literally go back. You can look this up too. I swear to God, the break between the apes and the humans and like the Homo sapiens and shit like that was being able to digest ethanol. Because yes, that's wild. I'm telling you, go look that shit up. And if y'all want to like,
when's our system when we need it?
I'm telling you, bro. If people don't And before people just get to typing in the comment section saying, "Oh no, it ain't," go look this shit up, motherfucker.
It's been happening recently. It might happen to you.
I don't give a fuck, cause you know what that is? It's hecklers and it's people who who don't know. It's
though.
People who don't know, and a lot of people who just they wouldn't have the balls to say their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? They think that they gotta agree with everybody else, and it's like ain't nobody really talking to you, but you can listen. You know what I'm saying? You can find another, you know what I'm saying, another bandwagon to jump on. But for the real thinkers, they understand what motherfuckers saying. They understand because they know, all right, I might not agree, but I can go look it up. And if I find something that matches to what he's saying, then it's like, all right, cool. You can't argue the fact. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just like, who cares about them hecklers, man? There's a lot of them out there. They just like the shit on the bottom of my shoe.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's just I mean like when I put out like podcast clips, they'll like, you know, they will never watch the episode that the clip is on, right? But they'll watch a 30-second clip and they'll like make their entire dissertation about the conversation.
Well, put that up there with the whole Kanye and shit. I don't give a fuck. Tell them I don't care. Like.
You're on the right show for that, man.
No, for real. I honestly, like, I feel like everybody have a right to their opinion, bro. Like, you can feel however the hell you want to, as long as you have, you know, proper, like, you know, bagging of information to bag, you know what I'm saying, your opinions up and stuff like that. I'm not saying you have to be 100% right, because obviously people can't be 100% right. You know what I'm saying? Science is not even 100% right all the time. So you just gotta have your specific information in order, and then literally you just gotta be able to, you know what I'm saying, just stand on what you saying, you know what I'm saying?
But I think that's what distinguishes religion and science. So it's like science is you know, true science is willing to admit that, you know, it's possible that we're wrong. You know, we're constantly seeking knowledge, constantly. Whereas religion kind of seems to be stagnant in a way. It's almost like we have the knowledge. This is our religion. This is our understanding.
And that's what people keep. That's why I be saying, like, I don't think that's what religion's supposed to be. Because religion for me is also a culture. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm a big believer that those things are very deeply correlated.
But I also feel like the culture for religion shouldn't be based off of saying that they have a fact about something, because a lot of the stuff, because that's my thing. It's like that's where I don't agree with religion. That's why personally I don't really like attach myself to a specific group. It's because like all of these groups claim that they have the answer when science has proved them wrong in certain cases. And that's why I say, like, if you look at it in a way, you know what I'm saying, because even scientists says like some of the discoveries has been biblical. You know what I'm saying? This shit looks like something that you would read in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The type of information that we're getting, like the structure of a human, the correlate, like the not correlation, but like the similarities to our structure and the way we do things, and even like the what was that shit that they just recently just found out, quantum entanglement. It's real. So
I don't know what that is.
yeah,
Explain
it's
that.
basically it's like when something. So basically, like I said, you have a soul. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you here and your other self is somewhere else. They found out that things can link up and match. You know what I'm saying? And be a correlation to each other, even if it was in a significant amount of distance.
But like, do you know how they found
It's
this
called
out?
the Bell theory. Everybody go look up the Bell theory and go see what the fuck they did. Literally, they literally proved that quantum entanglement is a thing.
But how did they prove that? Because I don't know. I'm a little skeptical of all this.
So the Bell theory is, so they use two like two big ass like telescope towers, right? And then they focused them on like these two like quasar, or like a quasar. They focused them both on a quasar, and then
What's a quasar?
A quasar is it's a big ass star, or like a black hole. You know what I'm saying? It's a formulation of like a new like galaxy and shit like that. So it's like when a star like blows up and shit like that. You never know. Like it could be a new it could be a new form of like a galaxy, because it has like the clouds and shit around it and shit like that. It'll be there for like a very long time. But they focused it on the quasar or whatever, and basically the results that they was getting back, the signals from both of the antennas, even though they were like from different parts of like separate parts of the earth, it was still like acting like corresponding with each other. You know what I'm saying? When one flicked on, the other one flicked off. You know what I'm saying? And they was showing like the quantum entanglement, because some of them would. People need to go watch this shit, because I can't really like explain it, because the way I'm explaining it is to be a whole different way. But it's something with the neutrons and shit like that, and how they interact with each other, and they prove that, you know what I'm saying, that correlation actually is real. You know what I'm saying? And Einstein really didn't think that was a real thing, so he called it spooky actions from a distance. But really, it's quantum entanglement. So it huh?
I was gonna say, you could even think of it in the simpler terms, like when when two women hang out with each other for a while, their periods start. Like,
Yeah, they period start syncing up and shit.
like the moon. Well, I mean,
it's their cells.
yeah. I don't know if that would be spiritual.
No,
I guess that
yeah, it
would be
wasn't spiritual, but when people, that's what I'm saying, you gotta do the research. If you do the research, you will actually understand it. But that's what I'm saying. Quantum entanglement is it proves that, you know what I'm saying, there is another half of a positive, you know what I'm saying, electron. A positive electron has to have a negative.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only way it survives. So even if that negative is right next to each other, or if it's far away, it can be far away. So that's where the scientist has realized. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all go look that shit up, man. If y'all want to read the shit, or even go on NASA's website, or even go to the American Science website, they'll tell you. I swear to God. Even the what the hell, the physics website, they'll tell you that. Like they have discovered a lot of shit that like religion like have, but like not exactly the way it's put in the Bible. You know what I mean? So that's why I say, like, I wouldn't necessarily listen to the Bible fully, because like, or listen to like religion fully, because, you know what I'm saying, it does have like actual like things that is semi real, but it's just in the way that they texturize it. So in the fucking
like real in the sense of like historically accurate.
Yeah, because there's a lot of this stuff, it does sound magical, but realistically it's a science behind what goes on. So it's not like what people think it's like back then, people, or in that golden era, people was able to snap their fingers and shit happened. Nah, it was science that went behind a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So you kind of hold the belief that like because I take it that you're religious. Or well, I guess you kind of said like you don't subscribe to a religion, but do you believe that there's a higher power? I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you believe that higher power is operating through science? Would that be kind of your?
I feel like he gave us the tool. I feel like he gave us the tool of science so we can create things that, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
That because a lot of people didn't even believe that dark matter was a thing. A lot of people didn't believe a lot of scientists didn't even believe black holes were real.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's a lot of stuff that's out there, and there's a lot of stuff that we need to be paying attention more on, so we can actually understand like who we are. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody keep looking at this book, and this book is saying the same stuff, but we're not actually going out and figuring out that, you know what I'm saying, some of this stuff is like kind of like, I feel like back then when it was really written, people would have been able to understand, you know what I'm saying, that text. But I feel like now people taking it too literal.
You think it's outdated?
Yeah.
Okay.
So people taking it a little too literal. So I feel like it should be updated, and I feel like it should be like corrected a little bit, because a lot of the stuff that they're not understanding is that some of those passages where they talk about a prophecy and stuff like that, it's really like describing just how the human race is going to be developing, because how our minds are, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I tell people, it's like, you got to have a good intent, like whenever you go and do stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why a lot of the shit is happening now, because like everybody don't really have a good intent anymore, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own like selfish desires. So
are you saying you think that that's because of a lack of religion, or because of religion? Like, is there any correlation there?
See, that's like a very, very, very like a fine line, because it's like it's actually both. You know what I'm saying? It's a mixture of everything. Like we can't like take out anybody from this equation, because, you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know what I'm saying, who, I don't know how to explain it, but like basically like just everybody just have their own like I don't know how to explain it. It's just weird. I can't think into that, how everything is working now, because it's not really helping out society at all. You know what I'm saying? It's gotten people confused. It's making people like question the things that they even want to do, and it's making people even like halt their dreams, because they feeling like it's not something that is reachable. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of like weird shit just going on, and it's like nobody wants to find the truth. It's like everybody want to lean on to somebody else's word. Like just,
I agree with that 100%.
How many times have you went online and you saw somebody like beefing over some bullshit, and it was over what somebody else has said, and it's like, yo, what? We in high school still? Like, for real. So
pretty much. I mean, you work a, you know, like just a regular job, like a 9 to 5. You realize that everybody's still in high school,
bro. You want me to tell you a story real quick?
Sure,
bro?
go for it.
At one of my last job, bro, I'm up there. So I'm up here taping boxes. I'm just helping taping boxes, literally, because I was working with stocking. And for some reason, I'm arguing with this lady, and she's getting mad at me about nothing. Like, I'm like, lady, I don't even know what you tripping about. Come to find out, she was mad because I was taping boxes. Because she wanted to be the only one taping boxes. I couldn't do it. She wants to. I'm like, yo, what? So that's what I'm saying. Like, and she was 10 times older than me. Like, she had to be in her 60s. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, everybody, I don't know, have a hard time of growing up, bro.
For real, yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what's wrong with society, my guy.
Well, it takes, I think, you know, I don't have all the answers, obviously, but I think it has something to do with, you know, going through life, having, it's important to have bad experiences. You know, going back to like psychedelics, like I think that's the importance of like, you know, having a trip is like, you realize like not everything is going to be comfortable. Like you have to go through the discomfort to get to what's good. KN Dot, we've been going for an hour and a half. I think this is a good place to wrap up. Do you have anything else you want to, where can people find you, all that?
Nah, man. Everybody could go find me on all platforms, man. IG, Twitter, Facebook, KN Dot. I know IG is KN.25. Facebook is regular KN Dot. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go on my music platforms where I have my all my shit out. It's all on YouTube. It's Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. KN Dot. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Show up for the war between the blacks and the Jews. It's gonna be a fucking great time.
Man, people, just get the information. That's all I gotta say. Just get the information. Just learn yourself something new every day. That's what I want to leave y'all with. Learn something new every day. Like, don't go without knowing something new. For real.
Did you see the video where he pulled out the Excel sheet? He made an Excel sheet of all the Jewish people in media. And he just like pulled out. It's like, all the red is Jewish people. Yeah. It's just like all red.
Get the information, people. Learn something new every day. Don't go out here just saying shit, you know what I'm saying? Just get some of the facts right, man. And also, man, it's okay. You have your opinion, they have their opinion, but let's just all understand we don't know anything, to be honest.
Man, I can agree with that. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. They should be able to speak it.
Right.
I agree with that. KN Dot, it's been a pleasure, man.
Pleasure, bro.
Guys, this is McAllister Hours as always, every Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. If you like this video, like, subscribe, go share it to your friends. Tell them how much you fucking love the podcast. And more importantly, subscribe to the Patreon. It's how we pay our slave labor. And make the ship work. So ship, shit, whichever one you want. Go check it out. All right. Peace, everybody.